Hey everybody, welcome. Patty Ann here. I'm so glad you guys are joining me again today. I've got a really fun one to do for my sister Jean Frieda, who you can see behind me, the shopper. Oh, and there are my crutches. Ignore those. But anyway, she's got a really fun thing for us to work on today, so I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to take a few seconds here to wait to make sure that I am really going live. I'll just pause here for a minute, take a swig of my coffee, and see if it does go up live. Here we go. Yes, it is. Okay, so good. Okay, so I need to see, where do I see the comments? There we go. Hey, Chow. Hi, Tammy. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming. As I said, I've got something fun to show you guys today. And I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of something else that I've been working on just because I've been having some fun doing it. But as you come in, just make sure you say hey in the chat. Welcome, everybody. Today's is going to be a little bit of a challenge for me. Again, my sister likes to do all kind of crafty things. Well, I told you before she doesn't really like to craft, but she does sort of like to make floral arrangements or something like that, which is not my specialty. And today when I open up to hey Deanna, today's box, I saw a lot of stuff that's kind of scary to me, but I think I can get it to work okay. The part with the Cricut or the Silhouette or the scan and cut's going to be really easy. The hard part for me is going to be putting it together. So, hey Ms. Jerry, how are you? And Kathy Ann, hey, from New Jersey. Okay, cool, great. I'm glad y'all are tuning in. I'm just getting started here and giving a few people a few minutes to get here. I was starting to say that my sister Jean Frieda has given me yet another good mystery. Because I'm not supposed to open these until the day of the mystery, so that's what I did this morning, and that's why I was able to make the small thumbnail that you can see right there. That's what I'm actually going to be making. On the left-hand side, I took a photo of the box and its contents. And on the right hand side it shows what I'm going to be making. Now those show pretty big, but the little pieces of wood that she got me, hey Barbara, are pretty small. So she was saying that they would be perfect for like a little ornament on a tree, or even on a package, on a gift package, like a little embellishment on a gift, which would be really cute, right? They'd have a memento, you know, their gift would look pretty, and then they'd have a little extra something on the packaging to say. So see, got a replay, doctor's appointment. Oh no. All right, bye Barbara, have a great day. Hope to see you, well, see you on the flip side on the replay. So anyway, again, hey Angelica, before I get started, I was going to show you down here on my table for a minute before we get started with the Jean Frieda stuff, and just give you a sneak peek of what I've been working on. So let's see, I'm gonna hold on to your hats. So these are the kinds of things that I've been working on, and the reason why is because I don't have a bunch of stamps, and somebody was showing just yesterday a new stamp set that came up with in I think it's called Simon Says Stamp. And so you get all these little stamps of some gnomes, and then you get, if you buy extra, and I swear it seemed like it was about $50. You got the little die cuts so you could cut around these guys. Well, you know, if you have a Silhouette machine or a Cricut machine and you're using the business edition, you can make these yourself and have the extra little border around these, and then color them. I happen to have these old watercolor pencils. They're called Ink Tense by Derwent, and so I've used these. But anyway, this is just a sneak peek, and I'm going to show you how I can use just these few colors and come up with a whole slew of colors. And I really, really like how these little guys turn out. And maybe you can see with a little bit of shading and that kind of stuff. I think they're adorable. And gnomes are the rage right now, I hear. So I decided to make some gnomes. Let me move this stuff out of my way. I'm getting such a bunch of junk around me on my table, you guys. You know, since my broken foot, I can't hobble around and clean up very much, so everything's just like stacked up right here. But anyway, so I made this one, and I think it's super cute, and I embellished it with stickles, and I made this whole thing, the whole design, in my Silhouette software. You know, I I actually cut these, the dark blue piece out and the lighter blue for one hillside and the white for the other hillside. And it was so easy to do using Silhouette. And I'll show you that in another tutorial I'm planning on doing because I think it's so much fun. So these are my little snowmen guys that I had. And these, you see the offset that I added? It's so easy to add an offset. And you can cut these simply in Cricut Design Space or with your Cricut as well. Thanks, Joanne. All right, let's see. So here's what, let me find a place to put this now. Heavens, it's crazy over here. All right, so let's go back up to my screen here. And so this, as I said, is what we're going to be making today, or what I'm going to be making today. She sent me this box of stuff right here, and I'm supposed to make it into something like this. Now, where she got this idea was she was in Cincinnati where she lives, and she went to a craft fair, and somebody had these for sale there. And someone else, she couldn't remember the price of these, but someone had some that was a little bit similar, that were a little similar to this, but they didn't have the greenery or the bell or anything, and they were charging $10 a piece for them. So I thought, okay, or she thought, okay, my sister can make these. So that's what I'm going to make today. Oh, and over here I just was going to show you. So here's my little gnome guys. This is the first guy I came up with. And then all I had to do with him was to duplicate him, and then I changed it so he no longer had a heart. I wanted a plain one of him, and I gave one like a little lightning bolt and a bell and a star. So that's how that goes. All right, so I'm going to copy this image of her, copy, and I'm going to put it into a new one over here, paste, so I know what I'm doing. All right, so I'm going to move this over here. Yes, Dan, I did. I broke my foot. Oh, it's one thing after another, but it's okay. I'm here. I'm downstairs. I ride my butt down the stairs. And I'm here in my favorite room, so I'm good. All right, so let me bring up my box of stuff that Frida got me, Jean Frida, and hopefully you'll be able to see it. Okay, this is the box of stuff that I got. Of course, there was brown wrapping paper in here to keep it all from not, you know, messing up each other. This piece she told me to use for my last project. Do you remember this stuff? And I used it on my last project, and on the t-shirt, on the sweatshirt or the t-shirt with the trees. It's so pretty. This is that stuff that's like fabric, I think. Okay, and then she also wanted me to use this, the cording that I used for another project. So I'm glad she's having me keep using a lot of the stuff I already have. And then I need these so that I can cut this apart, because I just need little sprigs of this to go on it. This burlap ribbon is really cool, but it has me worried. Look how big it is compared to some of these little ornaments I'm going to be using. So that's got me a little bit nervous, but we'll see how it goes. And then she got me this bag of bells. So I really, really love getting, uh-oh, there was a hole in it. I love getting this little kit from Jean because I would never go out and buy all this jazz myself. So it's really fun to have somebody hit the buy it now button and send it to you. So then I have a nice project to work on. So look at this up here again at my screen. Look, all I'm going to have to do today for this in Silhouette is simple. Let me make this bigger for us. Let's go in here. All that I'm going to do is do a letter, right? A big letter. And she did send me one other picture, and maybe you can see it in this one right here. I didn't put it in this thumbnail. You can't really tell. But I don't know what they put on this piece of wood, but it bubbled up and it looked horrible. I don't know. They just didn't do a very good job of sealing that if they thought they had to seal it. So I don't know. Anyway, so that's all I have to do. So let's move this over to the side again. Oops, I guess I could minimize it like this. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do then is I'm going to get out one of these little pieces of wood, and they're all different shapes. And that one's kind of all different shapes, different looks, and they're actually kind of dirty. I hope my vinyl sticks to them pretty well. So here it is down here, my little piece of wood. And it is sort of dirty. Ugh, it's very dirty. Let me get a paper towel. See if I can wipe any of that off. I'm not sure my vinyl will stick to that with it being as dirty as it is. Look at icky. All right, well, you know what I can do? Hey, if my vinyl doesn't stick because it's heat transfer vinyl, I can hot glue it on. That'll work. Okay, so all I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a rough idea of how big I want my letter to be. So this measures 1, 2, 3, 4 inches across. So I'm thinking maybe a 2 by 2. Should have my, I do have a measuring tape I can reach, yay. Let's see, if it's 2.5, I think 2.5 by 2.5 might be a little too big. So maybe I'll make it 2 1/4. All right, so what I'll do then up here is, I don't know. This is the first time I've made this thing, so I'm not sure if I need to do anything at the end. We'll see. Let's see what happens. So I'm going to make this bigger so we can see, and I'm going to make a circle that's about, what did I say, 2 1/4 by 2 1/4, so I know how much space I have to work. So let's come up here to where the measurements are, and I'll make this 0.25 that way and 2.25 this way. Alright, so that's the size that I have to work with. I'm going to scroll in. Now I'm going to make, let's see, what letters should I make? I guess, I think I'll make one for my daughter. Her last name starts with an N, so I'll make an N. So I'm just going to come over here to the text tool and come over here and click and type in a capital letter N, and that's all. I'm going to make it a lot bigger because remember I want it to be that 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. So I really want it to go to the edges of that circle pretty much. And I'm also thinking I might like it to be bold or a different style. Right now this comes in as Arial, and I think I would like to make it something else. So I'm going to come over here on the right hand side and I'll change, see what impact looks like. I don't know. Let's try something else. Georgia. Oh no, that might be a little too skinny, right? Ooh, I don't know. I'm afraid of Georgia. Although I really like to use Georgia a lot. So I'm just looking through Oswald. It's kind of boring. Grinched. Freshman? Could do freshman maybe. But since I'm using that strange kind of patterned HTV, I think I'll go with something that doesn't have these extra little jutting out parts. What about chunk 5? Nope. Alright, so I'm going to go back to where I was to begin with, and that was not Arial, but Impact, I think. It's one I use an awful lot. Lots of people use Impact. You remember we used it this Saturday in our, was it Saturday? In our class, our Silhouette class. And by the way, if you would like to learn a lot about using Silhouette for your Cameo or your Cricut, join us at patreon.com. It's very inexpensive classes. Once a week on Saturdays we meet and we have a blast and we learn so much. Alright, I think that'll be pretty good, right like that. I'm happy. So let's see, maybe I should make it a little bit bigger. I don't want it to look puny. Alright, I'll just leave it like that and we'll see what it's going to look like. So I'm going to move this circle out of the way. I don't need it. And I'm just going to say send. So it's about, hey wait, didn't I say I wanted it to be 2 1/4? And it looks like it's not. Let me go back over here and look at the design and see what the size is. 2, okay, well, I think that's going to be okay. Let's see. Maybe a little bit bigger. Now I'm starting to scare myself, but I'll try it, and if it doesn't work out, guess what? We can make another. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to use this stuff down here that you'll see on my tabletop. This is the stuff that has the heat transfer jails on the back. There's no carrier sheet, so I'm not going to mirror this. I'm just going to put it straight down on here, and I probably should have gotten out some tape because I don't trust, hold on one sec, I think the only tape I can reach right now is this Scotch tape, but I think I'll use a little bit of it just so we don't have a disaster here. I'm going to tape this up here and maybe on the side a little bit. I just am not sure that my mat is sticky enough for this. So we'll see what happens. Thank you, Nightbot. Oh, that was Tammy. I thought that was Nightbot. Oh, you know what? I don't even know if Nightbot's going to be on or if I change whatever he was saying. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out now. I have my machine set. Let's see, what do I want it set on? I'm going to come up here to send. And right now it's set at cardstock plain, if I'm remembering correctly, and I believe I am, and I should do a test as I tell you guys all the time, but I'm sure you don't want to sit around while I test everything. So I'm going to change my material up here to fabric thick canvas. I'm going to change my knife depth to, I believe y'all would call this a 7 because that's right in the center. And 33 for my force and 5 for my speed. So I'm going to leave it like that, and I'm going to hope that this is going to work out perfectly. So let me move this out of the way, put this in here, and cut. All right, so all I have to do now is say send. Okay, while that is cutting, and hopefully cutting well, I'm going to get out some of my pieces that I need. So I've already gotten out my crummy glue gun. I think y'all remember the story about my glue gun that I destroyed it. So I got this crummy one at the drugstore when I was getting my medication for my pain in the neck knee. Anyway, it doesn't work out great, but it should work okay for this project. Let's see if this came off. Let's see how we did. Pretty good. Just one little spot I feel like I need to fix with my scissors. So I'll do that. 2 little spots. Okay, there we go. There's the end, and that's going to work perfectly, I hope. Guess what? If it doesn't work perfectly on this one, I can always get a different one. I think that's going to be just perfect though, like that. I'm going to twirl this around, see which way I like it to be. Okay, like that. I think it's really going to look good. Now, my question is, what should I do next? So let's look up here again at my sample of what I'm going to be doing. And go back to design so we can see it more clearly. And scroll in. So the next thing I'm going to do, let's see. Oh heavens, look at that bow. I don't think I can do all that fanciness. Y'all can try to do that if you have a more narrow burlap. But this big piece of burlap I have here, I don't think that I can do that with it. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to iron this onto here. So let me get my little iron and see if I can get that to adhere. And if not, I'll just hot glue it down. So I'm prepared. I have an iron here, a little teeny iron that I'm heating up. I didn't have it on high, which I should have. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I've never ironed on wood before. I've always used like either removable vinyl or permanent vinyl. Many times I like to use removable so I can keep using the wood for different projects. Okay, Christmas is over. I don't want to save this till next year. Take that removable vinyl off and make something for New Year's or make something for St. Patrick's Day or whatever. So I like to use the removable stuff a lot of times. I don't know what I'm doing right here, so y'all bear with me. Looks like it's working though. Woohoo! Sometimes you just got to give it a whirl, right? I believe that worked perfectly. Ah, ha, ha. When I've heard people saying that they ironed onto wood, I was like, why? That's just creepy weird. But it works. Okay, so there's that. Now the next thing I've got to do is get these. Oh, you can't see. Now you can see. So let me show you what I did. I ironed this like that. Yeah, okay, Cammie, I see that now. That's what I did there. And then the next thing I'm going to do, turn off my iron. Don't need that anymore. Next thing I'm going to do is cut this little baby apart. Now, where did I put them? Here they are. Okay, so I'm going to look for some pieces that might be nice for this. And I don't really know what will be nice for this. So there. That's awfully big, isn't it? For this little ornament. Let's see. Looks like they only used 2 sprigs. I always thought you were supposed to use an uneven number of stuff. I guess it doesn't really matter. Now let's see. What will this be like if I put these 2 up here? Okay, I think they're too big. I mean, this one's too big. Or this one's too small. I need 2 the same size. I don't like this one. Too big. Let's see, there. Okay, that'll be good. Let me find another one that same kind. That's kind of papery like. It's like this one. That's a cute one. Okay, let's see. Alright, so I don't want that piece, and I hate that one. Let's see. So I think this will be okay if I put these 2 like that. And then what? I guess the bow, it looks like the bow goes first. And then, can you see now? Ciao? Hopefully, yeah, I think y'all can. Hopefully, I mean, I think I should put the bow on there first and then this. But before I even put on the bow, she did want me to be able to hang this. So she told me to use this leather that I had before. So I'm going to take a piece of this and see if, whoa, there we go. If it's gonna, I think I might need to make a knot in this or something so it has something for the glue gun to stick to. Make a little knot. And let's see, if I put this here, the reason why I'm putting this on the front is I think if I don't, and I put it on the back, when it goes to hang, it'll droop, I think. So I'm thinking maybe on the front. But again, I'm not that well versed in this stuff, so maybe you guys can yell at me before I do it. While I get some of this red out. But see how big this is? I mean, it's mammoth. And it looks like it's just gonna like fray. So I don't know if I just cut a little strip. Jean Frieda, is she here? She has given me a, no, I don't see her. She's not here, is she? She's given me a challenge this time for sure. So how am I supposed to do this? That would look way too big and ugly. Make it narrower? I'm watching to see if you guys have any comments to tell me how to make this better. I wonder if I should cut this at an angle. Because I don't think you can do like a regular ribbon and make it like a V shape. Front. Put on the front. Okay. Yeah, I'll just, I know, I'll do this. I'll try this, see what happens. If I make it pointy here. Maybe that'll help it. Oh. So this is, okay, you think the front too. Okay, thanks, Stephanie. All right. You guys probably know a better way to do this. I probably should, if I tie, oh, that's not looking too bad. If I tied this, it would be better. Oh, I think I'll grab off a piece of this and tie it. And see if I can hide the tie. I bet the tie will hide behind everything. I'll try this. Yeah, okay. It would probably be really good if I had wire, right, to do this part, instead of a piece of, probably fake leather. Okay, this isn't going to be too bad. But let me tie a knot. Yeah, I think this is going to be cute. All right, let's see. So if I cut those off and I put that there, okay, yeah, I think it's going to be pretty cute. That bow might be just a tiny bit too big. What do y'all think? I don't know. I'll just leave it that big. This is just the first go around, and like Stephanie and Nancy and Tammy, and we all say, You know, the first one's just your practice one, and then you figure out what you've done wrong, and then you go on and do a better one. So what I was planning to do now is this, I believe, and this. Okay, and then she's got these little bells for me to add. And I love that she gets me all the parts. Like I said, I would never go and buy all this stuff. I don't know about you guys, but when I go to the store, I put stuff in a real cart, you know, the real store. Put stuff in my cart, take it out of my cart. Put it in my cart, take it out of my cart. I can't ever decide if should I really spend the money on this or not. Okay, so let's see. Uh-oh, what's going to be behind the green? The bow? Oh, okay, you're right. So it won't be too big, you don't think? We'll see. Now's when you burn yourself. So, and then I can always, you know, take some of this off, I guess. Trim it up a little bit if it's too big. I think it's very cute so far. I think I would trim some of this out of here though. But I guess I can do that at the end. So there's that. So now what I guess I would put on next, let's look back up here at the picture. The next thing I guess I should do are these pieces. And whoa, I guess my bow has to be big because look how big my pieces of greenery are. My goodness. I probably should have made my bow bigger. I'll make my greenery smaller. Okay. Small like that. Oh, Carmen, you do the same thing? Put your stuff in your cart and out of your cart. That's the bad thing about shopping online, though. It's so easy just to hit bing one time and you bought it, you know? There's no taking it in and out. Okay. Okay, this is looking pretty darn cute to me. But wait till I add the bells. All right. So I'll just put a dab of glue in here. Yeah, I think this is a really cute project. Go back to my screen. Oh, thank you. Okay, there we go. I forget you guys can't see what I'm seeing. Sorry. I think it's so cute. So far, so good. Actually, I think it's turning out really cute. Isn't that cute? The only thing is, you know what I wish I had done though, y'all? I wish I had, now next time I'll know better, move the end down a little bit. See how high it is? I think it would be better if I moved it down. I wonder if I could rip it off. I can. Bet I can. Yeah, I can. I'm going to rip that baby off and put it back on. Put it lower. Because I'm going to have bells up here too. So yeah, I like it better lower. I wonder if it'll still iron. Oh, I turned my iron off. It's not hot anymore. I'll use my hot glue. It's just a sample. Put a little couple dots of hot glue on here just to so we can see how it's going to be. Okay. And let's put him down lower. Let's get him straight for me. Much better. Much, much better. Oh, I know. They send me that too. Did you leave something in your cart? Did you forget to leave something in your cart? Okay, that's looking pretty cute. You know, I think if I was making this, I might have actually, hey Nancy, I might have actually gotten a nicer greenery than my sister got, but she bought, I believe she bought all of this from Hobby Lobby. I thought there was the bill in here. Yep, everything was from Hobby Lobby, so you know she just had to buy what she saw. All right, so now my favorite part is the blingy bells. So this was my challenge today, Nancy, from my sister. She wanted me to make this. She saw, I'll show you. She saw this on what you see on my screen right now at a craft fair that she went to, and thought, I bet I can buy all that jazz and make my sister make it. So she bought all the stuff, which I love, getting my little package of mystery things, and sent it my way. And now I'm trying to put it together. So back here, now I'm not sure about how to put these bells on here. Probably would have been better if I had like strung them on some string or wire or something and put them on here. But you know, this is supposed to be a quick and easy project. So I'm just going to glue them on. Stick this in there. That. And let's see, where should I put another? I would wish I could turn it around so y'all could see more what I'm doing, but then I know I'm going to mess it up, so it'll have to be from my angle for a minute. I actually kind of like one bell, but I think maybe that's a little lame. Let's see. So have you all heard that, you know, like a lot of times people say you should do things in odd numbers if you're designing things like this? I don't know if it's true or not. I guess artistically maybe they say odd numbers work better. I don't know. Okay, let's see. I'll put one more on, then we'll have 3, and I'll have you guys take a look and tell me what you think I should do, add to it. I'll tell you what I don't like is I don't like where I have that rope right there. See where, oh, yeah, you can see it. See where I have that rope, that little leather right there? I don't like how that looks right there. I wonder how I could fix that. But you know what? Maybe nobody cares because this is a awfully rustic looking thing, right? Because I think if I put a bell up there, I think that would look goofy. 3 and 5. Okay, Carmen, that's what I thought. Maybe I could put a bell out here. Maybe that would look stupid. I think I better leave it like it is. What do y'all think? I think it turned out pretty cute. And this, for the first one, basically, you know, they get better as time goes on. So I thought, she got these from Hobby Lobby, and look, some of them are really, really tiny, so you'd really have to have a little tiny ornament. So these are either for ornaments, or they could be for, on a gift, on a package. And as you see them up here, she saw them for sale at a craft sale, craft fair, and there was another one that didn't have this foliage on it, or the bell, or the greenery. It just had a bow on it and the letter, and they were charging $10 for that, which I thought was like whack-o. Of course, I don't know how much this stuff costs. She hasn't sent me my bill yet. She buys the stuff for me and I make it and pay her back for the stuff. So anyway, does anybody, let me look back now and see if anybody has any questions. Thanks, Deanna. Let me look back. So if you're in the Patreon group, I hope you've been working on your cards. And those of you who came late, I was showing some of the things that I have been doing, making cards with just using my Cameo software, my Silhouette software. We don't need to purchase all those stamps and things all the time, because as I was saying, well, let me show you this again. I was looking at what's it called? Simon Says Stamp, and because I love this little gnome thing they had going on. But I think, I swear to you guys, unless I've misread it, it was going to cost like about $50 by the time I bought the stamps, the clear stamps, the set, and then the little die cut things. I think, unless I misread it, it was going to be about $50. And I thought, oh, that was a lot of ka-ching, bada bing. So somewhere over here, oh yeah. So what I decided to do, as I showed you in the beginning, was just start making my own. And these are just for my personal use. So I just found some gnomes, put an offset around him, colored him with some markers, not markers, I don't have those markers either. All I have are these Inktense pencils, but they're watercolor pencils. So that when you wet them, they kind of spread out and mush out and look like there's been some shading going on. And so I found another really cute gnome, and this is similar to one they had. The one that I found online was this one right here with the heart. And then I thought, okay, well, and I cut a piece of this is watercolor paper. I cut it 5x7 and put it in my printer and printed it. And I thought, well, I have all this extra room, so I just made more of them. And as you know, it's easy in Silhouette just to get rid of the heart and put in a lightning bolt instead. Get rid of the lightning bolt, put in a bell or a star or leave it blank. So anyway, I just thought that was a cute way to do this, to be able to save. And then, of course, once I cut these out, because this is a print then cut, and you can use your print then cut in your Cameo or your Cricut, you can have it add the offset, and it'll cut right around that perfectly. And it's just like using those dies. Look at that little guy, he's adorable. So anyway, that's what I've been working on also. I did send out my cards for our Cards for Kids yesterday. And I have to work on my swap card now. I know a lot of you are getting done with yours. I haven't done that yet, though. Working on it. Let's see. Oh, they're opening a Hobby Lobby. Uh-oh, that's dangerous. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's burlap. Yep. Correct. And it's really thick, Nancy. Look how thick this burlap is she got me for these little ornaments. I was like, Jean, how can I put that, or didn't actually talk to her yet about it, but how can I put that on there? In this phrase, but I love this stuff because it's, it's really popular right now. And if you're into popular stuff. But anyway, yeah, that's burlap. And then she had me reuse the leather that I used for another project. And this was the heat transfer patterned vinyl that she had me use for the sweatshirt or the t-shirt last week. So and that's the one that looked kind of like fabric. I just cut the end out of that, and that's pretty much it. Wait a minute, it says I deleted a message of yours, Tammy. That's weird. Huh, that's odd. You're getting finished up, okay. With the burlap, did I cut that with scissors? Yes, definitely. Oh, yoy, yoy. All right, well, that's pretty much it. That was a pretty quick Jean Frieda today. She said something about a wreath for next week and a wood. I don't know what she's got. I haven't seen it, don't know. That's all she's mentioned to me. And I'm not sure if she said after that one she's going to start doing just winter things instead of all Christmassy, because she figures maybe everybody's pretty much getting done with all their making of Christmas things, and she'll just do winter starting after that, I think. So anyway, I'm enjoying this Jean Frieda stuff, and I hope you guys are too. What's everybody working on today? And Nancy, did you get my message about the Patreon thing? If you feel like it, or if you want to sometime, let me know. If you'd like to share how you made your card, kind of like what Stephanie did, because everybody's loving your cards that you made as well. But, my point is not to pressure anybody to do any of this jazz. It's all supposed to be fun. So, you let me know. Okay, let's see. Oh, I keep forgetting to scroll down. I was like, when are you going to get at my desk? My husband stole my, uh-oh. Oh, you got your desk back. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, I hope you're going to go somewhere fun. Carmen? No, who was it that said, no, who said that? Yeah, Carmen. Oh, that'd be wonderful, Nancy. Y'all would like that, right? All of you that are in the Patreon class. Nancy says she can show how to do, remember those 2 cards? So I had one here that I was working on because Nancy was asking us to check it out. But like I said, everything is piled on this desk right here terribly. It's horrible right now. Oh, thanks, Carmen. I do too. I really do. It's fun. Oh, wow. The Air Force. My goodness, that's fabulous. Congrats to him. And okay, well, I don't want to keep you all unless let's see, I can do that on do that on that one instead, or also Nancy, I would love you to do anything you want to do. I love everything you do. I really do. Trying to get it done so I can go home. A Christmas banner. Cool. Okay, well, I guess I'll hang up now. I'll see you guys again soon. I think I am going to make a video on how to make those little gnomes because I think it's a lot of fun. Oh, your son did too. Wow. In the Air Force also? Yes. Hey, Carla. Cool. I'm going to go put this on my tree. I already have my tree up because I leave it up all year. It's actually not a Christmas tree. It's a woodland tree. I have bears in it and woodland creatures. So I'm going to go put this in my tree. All right, see you guys. Oh, that's cool, Carmen. Both Air Force. Sweet. All right, see you guys later. Thanks for joining me again. I really appreciate it. Bye. Gotta find my mouse.